It is Bookmark Monday, and authors Rebecca Macieria-Kaufmann and Lillian teamed up to create a handbook for life.
Hey, we all need one of those. So together they combine insight from Rebecca's CEO background and Lillian's personal training to introduce simple habits for holistic health. Here to tell us more about it is Rebecca. Good morning, Rebecca.
Good morning. How are you?
Wonderful. Talk to us about why you decided to write a book and who you think should read this.
I decided to write the book because throughout my career as an executive, I traveled all over and spoke to audiences throughout the U.S. and even the world. And people would stand in line to ask me questions, and I started to pay attention to what they were asking me. Things like, how do you stay so high energy? How do you manage all your stress with the travel? How do you find time for fun? And how do you stay the same size? So I decided someday I'm going to write a book about all my hacks. And moving forward, I eventually became CEO of a bank, and I was looking for a personal trainer who would work with me for half an hour every few weeks. And not many people would do that, but Lillian said yes. And so we melded our minds on all these topics. And fast forward, when I left corporate America, I thought, I'm going to write that book. And I asked Lillian if she'd co-author it with me, and she said yes.
Aww. Well, we love that you're sharing all this with everyone. So, Rebecca, talk about the key principles to becoming the leader of your own life.
Well, the book is for everyone because we are each the CEO of our house, our home, our family, our job. And the key is intention. What do you want? Where do you want to go? Setting your intention is so powerful to start achieving the life you want. Then set aside the time. Lillian and I are big fans of time blocking. Time block in small increments and build the routines and habits that will get you there and commit.
I like that. And along those lines, what are some suggestions to make the most out of each day and, maybe start some healthy habits if we haven't already?
Sure. I mean, first you have to eat right and move. And a lot of the book is about how do you do both of those things every day? How do you make time for movement? So we have a lot of tips and tricks around parking a few blocks away from the location of where you're going to get some extra steps in. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Have a walking meeting. Have a walking interview if you need to interview somebody for a job. All these are ways to incorporate movement and getting outside into your day. Getting outdoors is critical every day.
And what about managing stress? Because that's something everyone can relate to.
Yep.
So true. And stress can come in all forms. It can come in big ones or small ones. And so a couple of tips for stress. If there's a big stressor and you're focused on it, often it's hard to get perspective. So step back and reset. Maybe think of yourself like a camera and you've been zoomed in. Now zoom out to gain perspective. Think of the problem as in the center of the table instead of on your body. Another thing to do is just breathe. Take a breath or call a friend. And one of my favorite ones is be a duck. Try to let it roll off your back and then paddle away.
Yeah. Those are all great. Those are things we need to keep in mind every day. And I like the fact that this is small enough that you can just kind of slip it in your bag, your purse when you're out and about. Where can we get more information?
Great. Yes, you can get the book at Amazon.com, BarnesandNobles.com, Booktopia.com, or your local bookstore can order it for you.
Oh, great.
Or on my website, rmkgroupllc.com, and there's a pull-down menu on publications, and the book is there, and the link is straight to Amazon.
Oh, that's great.
Well, Rebecca, we appreciate you joining us and sharing all these wonderful ways to remain healthy and become the leaders of our own life. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. Have a great day.
You too.